Hi, I'm Dan Pashman from the Sporkful podcast and blog, along with my co-host Mark Garrison. Today we're inside our Slate Conservatory/lab to do some experimenting with Pop-Tarts. Mark?
The Pop-Tarts world was abuzz recently with the opening of Pop-Tarts World, a store in Times Square devoted to the toastable treats.
They're featuring some unique menu items, including something called Pop-Tarts Sushi, which is diced Pop-Tarts wrapped in a fruit roll-up. Now, Mark, it all sounds pretty clever, but I think we can top it.
So we got a great idea from Kim on the Sporkful Facebook page. We're actually going to take her idea and do a little bit of a twist. We have pumpkin pie filling that we've mixed with apple butter, and we're putting that into mini pie crusts to kind of complete the pumpkin pie theme. And then we're going to take brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tarts and crumble them in.
I think this is going to add a nice texture, Mark. I'm pretty excited about this. You know, I love crunchy bits in everything that I eat.
Should be good, although this is not the typical Thanksgiving feast.
This is like a post-apocalyptic Thanksgiving dinner.
Exactly, yeah. I think we need a little something extra.
I'm gonna add some whipped cream. Garnish it with some cinnamon.
All right, let's dig in.
It is sweet.
Plenty of that, yeah.
There is a lot of sugar and/or corn syrup in this dish. It's got a nice flavor, though. I think it works. I do feel like we may have overpowered the Pop-Tart. Pop-Tart added texture, but we lost the brown sugar cinnamon.
So the apple butter, it brought something to it.
Now, Pop-Tarts traditionally are a sweet food, but we'd like to add something savory to the mix.
And we need some protein in there, and frankly, an awful lot more grease.
Yeah, so we're gonna take a brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tart and turn it into a BLT. PT. Well, Mark, we put a lot of bacon in here because we want to offset the sweetness of the Pop-Tart.
It's fine by me, split it.
All right, Dan, I see some serious structural issues. I've already lost a piece of bacon. Pop-Tarts are not the best bread, but let's see what we got here.
This actually works. It has structural issues, but flavor-wise, I think it works. My only suggestion for improvement might be more bacon.
My suggestion would be that you've essentially gone about 2 vegetables too far. Let's just stick with the bacon. So they have Pop-Tart sushi, which is pretty ridiculous, but I have a feeling we can do better in terms of reckless Asianization of Pop-Tarts. But how?
General Tso's Pop-Tarts. But Mark, there's no deep frying allowed in the conservatory.
Big problem.
I'll be right back. I'm taking a frozen strawberry Pop-Tart, dipping it in egg and soy sauce, covering it with cornstarch, deep frying it, and then coating it with some General Tso's sauce. All right, Mark, here you go, dig in.
Is this just cornstarch that didn't quite fry, or is that actually melted frosting?
I don't know.
If you were married to this Pop-Tart, this would be considered domestic violence, what you've just done to this thing. So you're gonna try this first, and I'll reluctantly bite this thing.
Not a pleasant experience.
Unpleasant, agreed.
I'm blaming the sauce.
This really is domestic violence. You're like blaming the victim, like you're basically telling this Pop-Tart, look what you made me do.
You know, the Pop-Tarts people with all their millions of dollars of PR research, sure, they're gonna figure out that this should never happen in society. But, you know, that we learned the hard way. You win this round, Pop-Tarts.